Welcome back to Higher Definition, the show that makes you and takes you higher. We've been talking about creating balance in our lives, and before we left off, it was a very good point that Mr. Jeston brought up. Is I pronouncing it right? Jeston?
Jetson.
It's actually Jeston.
Jeston. There it is. That's French. That's French. Woo, Jeston.
Jeston. Hey, but you know when you get a little bit of money, you got to switch it up.
There it is. There you go. Jeston said a lot, and I know that Ron, when we talk about balance, the first thing that we talk about is work and home life, how to get off in enough time to spend time with the family and kids. But how much of our balancing is actually focused where we can have time to actually rest and our minds can be at ease? I know you talked about it's probably one of the greatest enemies to anybody that ever want to succeed. I know that we say that, just think about it now. Michael Jordan doesn't have to talk about balance because his career is where it needs to be now. Yeah. He's on his own team. But when he probably started out, his problem was, I probably have to practice. Hey, Juanito, you want this big house and stuff? I need to practice. Yeah. Hey, I know these kids got to go to private school, but I got to be the best that I can be. So how big of an enemy really is ambition? And can ambition be that enemy that really causes an imbalance in our lives?
Man, y'all coming with the heat this morning. But I thought we was going to be talking about flowers and hanging on the wall. Coming with the heat. Man, I struggle with the no aspect too. But I push it to the limit. And I think it's an old song in the old church that the old folks sing. And it says, I'm trying to make 100. 99 and a half, it won't do. It just won't do. Now, that song is about 1 hour and 15 minutes. But I get the point.
Or get your house in order, as we heard. The song.
You sing it at 10, you get that fast enough. You start at 90.
That song was so long. The young folk had to remake it. But with that being said, I think inside of us, we're all trying to make that 100. And we know that 99 and a half, it just won't do. And I think that's internal in us, in the human nature. And so we push it to the limit. We try to maximize every opportunity. I mean, we regret opportunities that came and were not taken advantage of. So if it looks like it can be an opportunity, sometimes you try to make up for the opportunity that lost, and you kind of push forward. And as in small business and entrepreneurship, I will say this with confidence. This is the closest that you can get to your faith. Now, walk with me. Now, I ain't gonna take it too long. When I say that, I'm saying it because if you got a guaranteed paycheck, sometimes you confuse where your help cometh. You begin to say, my job, and you think that you have all these things because your job is great and your job is this. But when you wake up and there are no guarantees, and the baby's hungry and no food in the house and bills are due, and you go to work and you put your best foot forward, and 10 minutes before closing, the customer comes in and purchases something from you or comes in and does business from you. All you can say is, my God, thank you. And so I think if there is any opportunity and you haven't reached the Michael Jordan status yet, you hadn't reached it to where you can afford a staff to really assemble all these things, you have to continue to maximize and have that ambition and continue to try to, I'm telling you right now, my wife is a witness. If somebody called me at 11:30 at night trying to buy a car, I'm getting up at 11:30 at night trying to sell a car. Now,
to the highest bidder.
When I'm driving to the car lot, I'm saying to myself, man, one day I'm gonna have a staff that's gonna be able to do this for me. But now I have to chase down every opportunity, and so let me take this opportunity to say thank you to my wife, Tiffany McMoore. She's celebrating her birthday August the 8th tomorrow. And so thank you for just being that support system for me, allowing me to continue to chase down these opportunities.
See how the show brings balance in your life?
That's balance right there.
Ron.
Let's suck it up.
Ron.
See, Chris, you don't know the difference.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he will get up in the middle of the night and do that. That make me mad.
And take back out.
Yeah, you know, I've laid up, stayed up, waked up, thinking about this here. And what I think about is I kind of take myself out the equation and try to judge my actions and my decisions as if I were someone else. And it's tough to do because you're still yourself, but, you know, theoretically you're out the equation. By doing that, I looked at the measuring stick of life. And I looked at it. And I said to myself, everything that we do in life is measured going forward. And that's crazy when you think about that. You measure, graduation, marriage, vacation, promotion, the next payday. Everything we're now doing in life is always measured going forward. I can't wait till football season start. Go Gamecocks. I can't wait. I can't wait until we always get to the point. I can't wait to give this message. I can't wait to do this. But there's one thing. There's only one thing I've found in life that's measured in reverse, and that's progress. Progress is the only thing in life. Somebody can maybe enlighten me. Only thing in life that is measured in reverse. I ain't where I want to be, but I'm so thankful I ain't where I used to be. I had these kids, and I didn't know how I was going to provide and take care of them. But look at my baby now. He graduating high school. Everything else in life is measured going forward except progress. So I try to make certain that I don't lose sight of the progress.